Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. If everyone, I'll call this meeting to order. If everyone will join us in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Have you got any minutes, Helen?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We have minutes for the commissioners meeting on March 3rd of this year. I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, do I have a second?
You have a second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, any reports, Helen?
Yes.
Oh,
Recorder fees or reviewing?
Yeah, good job, Ginger.
okay.
All
Order fees, so
You roll it in the dough.
holy moly, $17,227.70. If you would show that to the clerk, this next, please, of receiving that. Sign, oh, got it here. Right. Any, let's see, reports, correspondence? Any reports, Helen? Oh, you just gave that one. Okay, correspondence, any correspondence?
I have no.
None? Commissioner?
I have none, Mr. Chairman. I have none.
All right. Okay, calendar review, please.
Okay, tonight at 6, weed board. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, planning board. Thursday, Trico Fire at 9. Department head coordination meeting at noon. Survey review committee at 1:30, basin water and sewer at 6:30. Commissioner Doolittle's Friday. On my baby's 20th birthday. I don't know how should I be that old anyway? What a crisis. Monday.
I have a museum board meeting tonight at 4.
4. 4, okay. All right, museum board. Okay, and Monday there's Boulder City Council and Whitehall Town Council.
Yep.
6:30 and 7 respectively.
Everything else, Commissioner Kirsch, additions?
I do not. Helen covered me.
Yep, me too. Okay. Now, for our public that we don't have here, now's a chance for an opportunity for public comment. Does anyone wish to say anything prior to us moving on? Public comment? Nope. Oh,
Thank
yeah.
I would say, I should have said this in my meeting earlier, but in my election administrative certifications with all 56 counties, and every time I am at a meeting like that, be it our convention or any of Mako's meetings, it's always reinforced to me and to my deputy this time she was with me, how fortunate we are to work with all the other elected officials and staff at Jefferson County. Listening to some of the other situations that go on in other counties, they don't always work so well as a team. And I forgot to mention that earlier to folks, to everybody, that even my deputy said we're really lucky to live and work where we do. So
Right back at you. We're all lucky.
And so are we. I mean, for the most part, I think Jefferson County has wonderful elected officials and employees especially.
Yep.
Everybody's got their issues, but we don't have as many as a lot of places.
Yep,
for sure.
Thank you. Okay, now it's non-time specific. Let's go ahead and discuss and decide on supporting a truck speed limit increase on I-90 eastbound Homestake Pass.
What reports there, Mr. Chairman?
Oh, yeah, thank you. See, I got, oh, yeah, thank you there.
get this meeting over quick, huh?
No, I'm here.
Last week
I got
was
lots of
a
time.
record, so.
Just gotta
You
slow
have a
down.
meeting to be at 4 o'clock.
I'll take your meeting at 4 because mine's not till 6. Stuck here. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, commission reports. I'll go ahead and start off on this one. On the 4th of last week, we had the BBRD working group. And we had a disagreement on the travel management is not being prioritized as opposed to the timber sales, which are looking at as their priority as such right now. So we're hoping in time things will change, but right now it's pretty much a lot of pressure there. And then this summer is gonna be the closure of the Delmo Lake and Boat Ramp area campground, so that'll be closed. There won't be any access to it whatsoever. Then on the 5th, Jefferson River Watershed Council chose to invite the Boulder Valley water users to become part of this group, so we're gonna see what we can do to interact there. This will be the first if it happens this next month. And that's all I've got. Commissioner Church.
You bet. I was pretty quiet myself. I had a BTAC meeting Thursday morning. Kind of a lot of the same stuff. See if there's anything. YBGR still looking for staff. They'd love to open a girls side of their program, but they just cannot find the staff. I hope eventually they get caught up and can open that program. They got dirt dug up out there for their second home. So that should be coming up here fairly soon. And we're connected to that through the CDBG grant, I think. And so when that's all done, then we'll have one less CDBG grant hanging out there. And we'll be able to apply for more, I guess, as we move forward. I guess the DUI task force did their Super Bowl party. I don't know if you mentioned that, but they had like 50 or so kids down in Whitehall. That's pretty.
I didn't make the last meeting, that's why.
Oh, okay, yeah. Very successful, but they said the church does most of it. The church group down there,
Correct.
you know, heads it up, and the DUI task force kind of helps fund the thing. So good time for all. It sounded like they're going to try to maybe get it back in Boulder here one of these years, so that would be good. Anything else? Boulder Monitor said they're probably going to try to keep doing their community meetings because they keep getting good feedback about what people like in their papers and what's going good and what's not going so good. So they're going to try to keep going with their community meetings every so often. Animal shelter's doing good. Getting a lot of pets from folks that are passing away. I guess when people pass away, they don't have anywhere to take their pets, so they end up out at the shelter. MHP actually showed up to the meeting, which was awesome. We had one of those guys show up, and he didn't have a whole lot to say, but it was nice to have him there and kind of get an update. And pretty much said they've got a couple trainings happening out there that'll be buttoning up here pretty quick. And that was about it for VTAC that morning. We had a solid waste meeting this morning. Everything's going pretty good with the solid waste as far as operations. 0 injuries, which is great. We're up a little bit on everything because the weather's been so nice. Typically we're in the middle of winter and we don't get a lot of garbage, but being we haven't had any winter this year, it's kind of staying above normal for winter. A lot of tree branches and pine needles, which is probably due to the wind and just the weather itself. I think that was about it. I can't think of anything else solid waste wise. Is truck supposed to be coming in?
In the May.
April?
May, yeah.
In the May,
I think.
is that what it was? Okay. Yeah, that was about it for all I did last week, Mr. Chairman.
Thanks, sir.
Virtually reporting too.
Mr. Doolittle.
Had a road safety meeting at 7 o'clock on the 5th, where Jesse gave a presentation and then Bear talked about vehicle safety and to make sure the fluids are checked and the equipment's taken care of, and then and it's all of the safety stuff's in place. Survey review at 1:30. I think mostly what we did was boundary relocations. And last night I had a North Library meeting where we went over. The director submitted her budget request to the budget committee. They're gonna start looking at that. Pretty in line with last year. She's got an addition to it just because what they were using as their book drop is warped and wore out, so they're gonna have to buy a book drop type thing. They tabled the board liaison with the Friends of the Library because somebody's deciding if they want to do it or not. So that'll be revisited at the next meeting. Discuss the finance and the budget and what she had put out there. And it was a pretty short meeting and that was over. That's what I got.
Thank you, Commissioner. Okay, now, I'm not jumping ahead. If you want to look at it. Oh, that's a draft?
That's just her request.
Okay.
Don't look like anything we deal with, so.
No.
At this point.
I think their budget's pretty much off their mill levy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, now, non-time specific for action, discuss and decide on supporting truck speed limit increase on the I-90 eastbound, which is the Homestake path.
We can talk about that one, Mr. Chairman, if you'd like.
Yeah, we can, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we got contacted by Montana Department of Transportation, and they've been getting a whole lot of complaints about the eastbound traffic on I-90 coming off of Homestake Pass, because they have a really low speed limit for the trucks, the high GVW trucks coming off there, so there's quite a variance between the four-wheel regular vehicles speed limit and the truck speed limit. I don't, what is it, like 55 and 25, something like that? Is that
25 and 35 up there right now on the top, and that's where they want to change it.
Well, I mean, the regular old traffic is 55 at least, and there's 65.
65, I think.
So they always look at that difference in speed of what the general traffic and the big trucks are going, because the bigger the gap, the more apt there is to be accidents. And, but the truck drivers have been really complaining because their trucks are a lot more technologically advanced in braking systems, and they're just much more reliable than they used to be. So they're looking to raise that speed limit, and they're just looking for our support to do that. We're kind of in the chain of command, not really chain of command, but they really appreciate our opinion on that stuff. So, I told her we would just bring it up at the meeting, and if anybody wanted to comment on it, any public, which there's no public here, that we would let her know what we come up with, and that's pretty much it. So I personally think they should raise it to whatever they feel necessary. I think it would be safer, and I guess if it doesn't work, if they have a lot of truck runaways, they can always change it back, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen, but.
And that's 45, if I'm correct, but it's 45 they want to change it to.
Is that what they want
Yeah,
to change
they
it
wanna
up to
change it to
45 miles an
45.
hour? I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So there won't be such a drastic difference in speeds of different traffic up there.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'd make a motion, then we go ahead and support their raising of the speed limit on eastbound I-90 for the trucking traffic, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I have a motion for the increase, which would be 45 miles an hour on the Homestake Pass. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any other discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. And who has to get back to the DOT? Do we need to send them a formal letter, or what do we need to do? Well,
I'll reach out to Christine and see what she needs.
okay, because I've got the other gentleman I talked to before. I mean, I could talk to him, but he's the one that implemented it, so.
Yeah, Christine has been asking me if we've made any decision
okay.
about it, so I'll just reply to her
Okay, sounds good.
email and ask. If she needs something formal, I'll write something up. If not, I'll just tell her we agreed.
Thank you. Okay, resolution 09/2026, which is a resolution creating consolidated land use board. Okay, this was brought forward to us when last week, wasn't it? From this one I'm thinking about, that Dana was talking about,
No, she just sent us a copy of it.
but, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one she talked to us about.
She talked to us about where we
Yep.
consolidate, yeah. What this, if you want to cover it, you probably, or do you want to cover it, planning board? If not, I'll do the best I can.
Yeah, I can explain it.
Just for the consolidation.
Yeah, so we have three main land use boards in the county, and one of them we use all the time, which is the planning board.
Right.
And then every so often we need the other two, which makes it really hard for us because we don't use them maybe once or twice every few years, maybe. So when we have trying to think what the name of the board is. Board of Adjustments. When we have a request for a decision from the Board of Adjustments, we got to try to find people to fill this board. And it's just a problem, but the legislation changed, I think, last session, that, I don't know if it's last session or the one.
I think it was in
before that.
23.
23, okay, that you could consolidate all these boards so they can all act on these things as necessary. So that's what this is. putting the three boards together. Planning board, zoning commission, and board of adjustments, so that will be one body and they can change hats as necessary. We don't have to try to put these boards together when they come up on a zoning issue or just a land use issue that needs the board of adjustments to look at it, so. That's kind of what it's about, and I think
And
that,
I think that they didn't come up enough to really warrant having a board for that, so they were never doing anything most of the time.
yeah. I can remember 2 or 3 times we had to pull together a board of adjustments just to make a decision on something. It's hard to pull people out of the air just for one meeting once every 3 or 4 years. So, yeah, I think it's a great idea for the county and makes things more efficient.
Sounds good. Thank you, Commissioner. Okay, I would at this point entertain a motion on resolution number 09-2026, a resolution creating consolidated land use board.
I'll move to approve, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, if not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Right, motion carried. Thank you. And that, without anything else being said, I guess that will be
We're
what
done.
I'm looking for. Yeah, we're done. I forgot the word.
Adjourned.
Adjourned, thank
There
you.
go, yeah.
That's a record.
You guys wanna hang out for a minute?
Is it a record?
Mhm.